Nobody here. Is he at the desk? He is not. We don't have a timetable for him, do we? He refuses to be pinned down. Alright then. Well, scare it then. Scare it is unknown as well. God damn it. These people! I guess outside, library, drawing room, maybe. The general common areas, right? You're back in here. Aha! Just the man we wanted to talk to.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
Your goal is to take your own life and be immortalized as the first ghost to speak from beyond the grave.
And what a plan, yes? People across the globe and the ages will know this moment, this piercing of the veil, and with it, they will know the name Michael Skerritt. Impressive, eh?
Frankly, Mr. Skerritt, it turns my stomach.
What?
That the best way you can think to see out your days is by ending them in the hope of impressing who exactly? The others here at the event? Businessmen back home? Or historians in the future? Such a pointless sacrifice. And you don't even know if it will work.
I believe it will work. Miss Mantovani can pull it off.
Perhaps she can. And she'll get all the accolades for it too. You know Louis Pasteur for his vaccines, or Joseph Lister for his antiseptic sprays. But not the people these were tested on. Even if this works, a substantial if, given the undertaking and the volume of ghosts already present in this godforsaken manor, then it will be Miss Mantovani.
Yeah, you'll be one of 100 apparently. There's been 100 sightings.
You will be a footnote, subject number 1, as she continues to perform the ritual, unlocking more secrets from beyond the grave, and have no doubt she will do it again, perhaps immediately.
Also, as a Catholic, I can't remember, we established, I think he was Protestant, right? I know suicide, big no-no for Catholics. Protestants, unknown.
You'll be newly dead, unable to answer a single question beyond, has this worked? You'll be tossed back so they can catch a bigger fish. Some legacy.
No, that's not fair. I would have given everything. The ultimate sacrifice. They have to remember me. Love me.
There is nothing about this that anyone will love. Anyone who does dig into your story will only unearth your lifetime of failures.
And what would you have me do, Mr. Ward? You seem to have all the answers. Yes, I am old. Yes, I have no legacy to speak of. How would you see me change that path, if not at the seance? You answer me that, and I shall stand down. You have my word.
With your resources and connections there, it has to be something more meaningful he can achieve with this time he has left. Well, we know Old Man Blake has been dipping into the family fortune, notably his wife's charity, to kind of deal with this. Maybe he could bolster the funds of the charity. Whether he deserves it or not, he could do some real good in this world. Wonder if charitable works of the late Marchioness could offer some inspiration. Can we talk to you about philanthropy by any chance? I believe I know how you might assure your legacy, Mr. Skerritt, at least without...
If this is another dressing down, then I'd prefer it be less public. Come, to my room.
I know about the tarot reading that you received, and I know how you interpreted it. But there is another way to interpret it. Instead of sacrificing your life, your remaining time, sacrifice your money. You have so much wealth, so many connections. You could really do some good with the time you have left. Mary Blake, she undertook numerous charitable deeds and has statues erected for her. And more than that, people speak fondly of her. She is remembered and loved. You have the resources to do the same. Don't throw your life away. Refocus it and do some good in this world. Finally.
Marchioness Blake's good reputation did reach as far as London, and was mourned even there as a result. You make a compelling case, Mr. Ward, but would people not see it as disingenuous?
Genuine or not, you can make a much-needed difference. And that will be celebrated. You will be celebrated. And perhaps along the way you'll find you actually enjoy the good work.
I suppose there has been a gap to be filled since her passing. Perhaps I can do something to help there.
Failing that, eat the rich.
It's a better bet than death. All right, so I gave you my word, and I stand by it now. When I return home, I will reach out to any foundations that suffered from the Marchioness's death and loss of funding. This could bloody well work, you know. Good chap.
Is he gonna go to the seance, though? I guess he has no need to. Does the little dial go down?
Well, Mr. Ward, you've given me a lot to think about. I should like some time alone with it.
Of course.
No longer attending the seance. Watch the dial go down. Alright, we need to confront the manager. We need to find and confront the... what was it? Groundskeeper. Can we get access to the bar yet? Is that still locked? It is still locked up. Okay. Let's go into the basement from this direction. I'm probably still clearing it out. Is there a bit I missed?
You're not supposed to be here. Back the way you came, alright?
Of course. I think I got lost is all.
No harm, just be on.
Yep, like I said. Basement opportunities. Maybe I should wait until the coast is clear or try another route. Alright, well, we'll try another route. Let's go this one. But we've established he's still down there, and we can't talk to him. So we've got to wait for him to pop on out. Here's stuff down this way. I should avoid them. Yep, okay. Right then. Well, Where else? What else? I mean, I could sneak through the gap over here still, unless they've have they completely maneuvered themselves? Basement. No, they're still in the same spot. So yeah, we can still come from here. We can't get East Tower. West Tower we've already done. They clocked us from going there. Did all the stuff in the storeroom. Did all the stuff in there. Like, it's these two rooms. We did everything in the wine cellar. We got the stuff from the manager's quarters, servants' quarters. This was ladies' dorms, right? Which we need another key for, so we're not going to get in there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done everything we can down here. Unless we can now get through here. No, because this was a key as well, yeah. I mean, there was some things we didn't prod, certainly. Like the baby's crib. Murphy. Crib for a small child. The name Murphy is inscribed on the foot of it. Another one of these. Some baskets and clothes, obviously. Baskets, sinks. Oh, this is going to be relevant. Entertainment schedule we've already seen. Laundry powder means nothing. This was another... Oh, no, that was the blocked way, yeah. I don't think there was anything else in here. Actually, we can just go straight through, can't we? Oh no, we still have to go all the way around, even though we unlocked it to come back out. I guess it's a one-way gate. Right. Is there something I missed? Rushing to get through the gate and find the piano and all of that. There's a small ghost here we caught a glimpse of. We used the piano. We looked at the vase. Scooch through. Nothing. There's not much left. Papers, chalkboard, storage map detailing certain categories of items are kept. Look to the clipboard. Yeah, we got everything in here as well, really. Like, newspaper really is kind of useless. Guess we check the dorms. There's nothing in the pockets. Look to the clipboard, look to the boots. Can't look at those shoes. Went through all of this. Nothing in the nightstand. Nothing Anything in there? Coats. One smells of sugar and oats, the other smells foul, like burnt weeds. Larger than average boots. Okay, we've got his shoe size now. Is that another bottle of brandy? No, that's the bottle of brandy I've already taken. Those are Mr. Hunter's? Yeah. So establish that. Got his travel itinerary, clothes, sketching materials, Bible, nothing. Cigarettes. Don't know what it's for though. I swear we've seen these symbols lined up somewhere, but I can't for the life of me remember where, which is bugging the hell out of me. Yeah, we've got his maps already. Yeah, there is nothing else in here we haven't really prodded. Got his shoe size, his clothes. Yeah. This place here by the maid. Yeah. Dorian Gray, okay. So you're saying we've got to look for a creepy melted portrait somewhere. All right, let's poke our heads outside. Let's see if we can find Mr. Varley. Convenient. J'accuse.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
I have to confront you. Your goal is to conceal Miss Dean's disappearance to protect the manor from closure.
Yes. I regret to say it, but you're right. Do not get me wrong, I am concerned for Miss Dean, but I have done what I can, and still cannot find her.
Sir, you have not done what you could. You hid her disappearance. If you'd alerted the police, then a proper search of this place could have been undertaken. Something may well have happened, or happened to her yet, because of your meddling.
You're right, of course. This place, this hotel, it's not just a business. For the staff, it is our home. This seance, the Marquess's obsession, and the money spent. We need this event to go well, or we are homeless. And if Miss Dean's situation had gotten out, we would most assuredly be in trouble. But there might be another way, one that frees us.
Gives me access to the private quarters?
You see, there are rumors of treasure somewhere on the estate. A cachet of gold from the mid to late 1600s. Grania, the wife of the original Marquess Edward Blake, she did not choose to be with him. She had hoarded a sum of money, intending to use it to escape her husband. She stabbed him in his sleep, but he awoke and managed to live long enough to kill her. They died together, and the treasure has not since been found. If that's true, and that stash of gold is somewhere on the grounds, then finding it might just be enough to save the hotel. I've had no luck, obviously, but you might be able to find it.
It's certainly possible. If that will stop you from hindering this investigation, then I will see if I can help.
Take this. It was found in what remained of the lady's personal belongings, but I've never discovered what it unlocks. It's not much, but it's a start.
Mysterious symbol, which is in the catacombs. Alright. Records. This symbol is the same we found on the key Mr. Varley gave me. It would be prudent to try alternate routes into the basement to bypass staff, or try again when they are busy. Alright, well, we can get in from here. Nope. They did. They never saw me.
Teaching me magic, too.
She's teaching you what? That little witch? Lord bless and protect me. If I had known Miss Dean was a bride of Satan, and corrupting you too, I should have done things differently.
It's only magic. To give me a better way in life.
Saoirse Murphy, you stay your tongue. After all the Marquess did in letting you stay, you bring that into the house.
Me? He's the one who brought it. He and his friend. We had no say. I'm just making the best of it. The Marquis did nothing for me, but let my child be taken, which I could have stopped. If I knew half of what these people know.
That's the devil tempting you, child.
More than the Lord's ever done for me.
Alright, well, that's confirmation that Murphy is her baby. Little baby Murphy. Alright, back down we go. We have a key now. We can get into room 7 or 9. 9 had the symbol on it, didn't it? Alright, down and down and down we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Right, I think it was this way for the scratch marks, right? Mr. Varley's key bears the symbol that matches this. Aha! Treasure! That's a lot of coin. Chest packed tightly with jewelry and other valuables. I doubt Mr. Varley will want to see this. No doubt, Mr. Alright, but does the key open the other gate as well? One would presume... Maybe? Maybe? Is it this one? It's locked, but it looks like it was recently used. Okay, I do need a different key. Alright, well. Let's pop on out, because we can get straight into the garden by going this way, right? And he's still out there on the porch. Took me about 30 seconds to find the thing he's been searching years for. Here you go, big box of money.
May I be of service, Mr.
Big haul of cash.
Mr. Varley, it appears you were right about that lost cash.
Let's discuss this further in my office. I can't believe it. I'd hoped it really existed, of course, but I owe you a great debt, Mr. Ward.
I wouldn't want to put another one on you. I think you've had your fair share. I believe you've been given the blessings of the woman who hid the money too. I think now you just need to put it to good use.
I most certainly will. Thank you, sincerely.
And, Mr. Varley,
Sir?
never risk another guest's life. Not for any reason. Because I will find out. And I will have this place shut down.
Understood.
Is he going to attend them? Like, I mean, he works here. I presume he's going to be at least around for the seance.
Now, if you would excuse me, I have plans to make. Perhaps I best work while the seance happens, to take advantage of the Marquess being distracted. Everything should be in order already anyway.
No longer attending the seance. Okay, another one struck off the list. We need, what, another 3, 4 to get that whittled down. So, I wonder if I've gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. Have we? Haunting Dara, act on fear Callahan. Yes, but the thing is, we don't have the right stuff for that. Like, the distinct, like, the thing she gave us, there's missing items. I know that. I'm fairly sure I know that. I'd say 80%, you know what, 65% sure. I mean, we could try it again, but the things it was asking for and the things we had in the pouch she gave us, we only had about half. There was definitely 3 ingredients we were missing. But I guess if we can find her, can maybe get some more stuff about the haunting things, maybe. We still need to get into the private residence. No, it's just that. What else? What else? Because we also 6 o'clock, so we're coming up against time soon. So, where do we go? No, not this way. It's up and around here? No. Yes, no, maybe.
There will not be any sound, mind you. It's more like looking through a mirror.
Of course, I understand. I don't mind that. It'll be good just to see them.
You have to concentrate. Let your mind go quiet and focus on who you want to see. Yes, exactly like that. Who is that? Your mother?
My aunt. And my nephew beside her.
They look well. And they're all the way in Louisiana.
They are. The journey is a long one. It's been a while since I've seen them, and a while more until I can see them again.
Of course. It's such a long way. I don't envy you, being so far from home.
It is different here, and a little lonely. But it's not without good company. If I think of someone else, will we see them?
If you focus well enough, give it a try. Oh, look at that. You're a natural.
Alright, can I peek over his shoulder and see who he's looking at? Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright.
Ah, Declan.
Right. Let's get our missing things, shall we? Right, let's do the gods and all this related stuff. The things that I really need to figure out this haunting thing, don't I? Not specifically those hauntings. Let's do shadowy figure. Warned, seance, messing around, fair folk, one of the Tuath. Yeah, so it's 100% shadowy figure is called a Tuath. Old guards, they're all around in hills, rivers. Like that. I like when I'm angry with a guard, I can go to their house and yell at them. I guess these two. Maybe narrow it down. Smith and Guard, same as Bird. I understand in his work focused more on war, weapons, and armor. You see, whereas her work was more for daily tasks, horseshoes, tools, the pots and like. I guess that could work. There is a battle element, wasn't there? In the Kalash is the winter. They say Bree is the summer. One of the fairest and most loved goddesses. Said that when her son was killed by Gobino, that she keened the first keening. All other keening since is her sharing that sorrow with mortal kind, knowing their pain of loss. Keening. Okay. That does give us something then. And whilst we're at it, let's do this lot, I guess. It's the home of the gods, Declan. And not just the gods, the fair folk and our dead too. Sort of underneath us, and it isn't. Or as is the way of such things. But there's enough that coming and going is possible through passageways, found at places of great power once the day is dark. Caverns are like organat or cairns of important people and dolmens. Significant ways under, down and through. The fair folk. The other folk, you mean? I'd say I'd be careful, especially here. Now, as we are near Samhain, the veil gets thinner and thinner, and it's not only ghosts that draw near. An evil, mischievous fae is trying to escape. We get it. Well, there's the race of man who came to this island and battled the gods for the right to stay. Funny, we first fought them, then we worshipped them, then we largely forgot. I like that more than worshipping the god that we all lost into the end. Myself, Rory is talking about more than about this at 3 p.m. today. You know, you could do worse than go to that for more. Anything else? Mary Blake, jewelry, Celtic knots, strange materials. I think that may be enough. Let's go to the library for our new information.
Let's get a bite to eat and...
Also, I presume I can't do the ritual. Ritual? Not whilst it's active. Not whilst there's a scrying going on, right? Dash of venom. Why's purple iodine there? What? Okay. Like, purple iodine was highlighted there for a moment, right? I wasn't going crazy. But yeah, we have nothing here that screams venom. Because we didn't get a light up either. Because what was it? Blue metal, bark of a tree, we get a lit up thing. Mix of argon, that was the other thing. Argon was missing. Some wax would be that. So it's wax. Wait, didn't we do that? Set. Tree. Oh, argon. Fuck it then. That. Handful of flax. There's our third. All ingredients added. Yeah. So these definitely aren't it. Didn't light up. 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 Yeah. So we are definitely... I'm not going crazy. We need to find other ingredients from somewhere else. You've got to have another bag of stuff somewhere.
Declan.
Right? Definitely nothing there. Strange materials, maybe? For a charm, indeed, Declan, but for good or ill, I can say either way, simple magic can be very powerful in the right hands. Yeah, okay, so I can't utilize any of those.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get...
Alright. Yeah, I did miss breakfast and lunch at this point. No, we ate lunch with the old man, didn't we? We had lunch with Edgar Allan Poe. Alright, back to the library. Maybe we can sort the haunting thing now. We have that one small lead. What else can we do? We're not really on the trail of any other mysteries. I mean, what's related at the moment? That we haven't really eradicated certain people from the seance. The angel boy, we'll have to do something with him. The cursed researcher, who's going to be in here anyway. We've got MacLeod, that is looking for a fake husband, right? What was I supposed to be looking up here? Would it be under Irish mythology? Nothing new there. The god stuff, maybe? Smithing gods. Wait, didn't it say something new was here? I wonder what came of all these gods. Wait. Learning magic, Murphy, financial notes. What did... Sales contract. What did she just tell us? Yeah, there was a pop-up there. Maybe we get it from her. What did she say? Nope. When I asked about... Yeah, that's still highlighted, that fuck's sake. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to ask the final questions of these two. Either that we do our jump to conclusions thing. Okay. Shadowy figure is... They want to... Forge... Weapons? No. No, it's still not right. Shadowy figure is... I guess we need one of these guys' names. Elimination rulers. Right, yeah, I'm still not quite getting what the hell this is. What was the clue she just gave us? God damn it, it's annoying me now. Something popped up. Not even like I can play it back because my face will have been covering it. But I'm sure it was related to something in here. Not going to be lucid dreaming, medical codes, Egyptology. Mary Blake, no. Gnosticism, Ugum. It's not like another book's appeared, nope. Lake history. What history? I mean, the Irish folklore and mythology, right? What do I want to look up? Washerwoman, Banshee. Guess getting some stuff on the Washerwoman could be useful. Apparition said to be before battle, where she's seen washing their bloody armor. People of the Mound, the other world, Fey folk. Some looking to cause harm, some portents of ill tiding, but do not seem to cause it themselves. And some, though these cases are occasional, may even be beneficial to those encountering them. Regardless, it is widely held that the safest route of interaction with Fae is not to interact with them at all. Never do a deal with them, right? Man of Hunger, Apparition of Great Famine. Alright. Nothing for right now. Because also none of that took time. That was folklore. Both sides of folklore. This is mythology then. Oh no, it's the same thing that was on the list over there. Okay. Alright then. Well, nothing of that. World mythology? Geography. That's not going to be really helpful. Archaeology. I guess try world mythology. Nothing right now. Okay, none of that is relevant to me. Fair enough. Science and psychology and all of that lot. Unless we collect anything. Dreams, lucid dreaming. Fine, give me the minute. Anything new or different? Common methods is to induce sleep state and was a way to block deeper sleep. We've done the science thing before. We were looking for waves, weren't we? Waveforms, that's it. Yeah, we did that. Medical text. We looked at the medical code. Folk healing, laudanum. We already did the code. White heather, not relevant. Brazilian revolt, Mardi Gras. Nope. Keening, that's what was mentioned. Yes. Lamenting over the dead is an ancient custom practiced in Ireland, with origins tracing back to Eastern nations. Irish word keening, kina, closely resembles the Hebrew, both meaning lamentation, weeping without clapping of hands. Traditional Irish bands led the funeral songs that addressed the deceased genealogy, rank, position, virtues, and vices. But over time, hired mourners, often women, took over. Till about the middle of the last century, customs, yada yada yada. This is not making anything go ding, though, so I'm not going to get any more info out of it. This is pure flavor text, because it doesn't cost us any minutes either. Family line stuff. Percival, Mary, Wilhelmina. Yeah, nothing right now. Religion. Gnosticism and things like that. Yeah, pagan sites. Yeah, alright. Not handy. Okay. Okay, so we've got to have all the information we possibly can to do this thing. I'm just absolutely fucking biffing it every turn. The only thing would possibly be talking to you, but I don't know where you are because you weren't. We kind of interrupted his scrying session. I still need to fix the well as well. So I presume we have all the words. We're just putting them in the wrong order. Okay, I'm fairly sure it's a shadowy figure, and it is one of those. They want to... Makes most sense is escape through a portal. Return to... Is it battle? Through the portal still? No, that can't be it. Through the Fae? Using them as a means to an end. Through crows! No, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, none of this seems right. Like, but the thing that seems right to me is not the answer. That's the problem. I'm sure it's escape the underworld. Unless it's FA that's trying to escape there through the portal. I'm sure I've done this one as well. Any ideas, folks? We've done whatever combinations that make sense. Manor is haunted by hard work. Well, it's definitely not haunted by hard work. One of these guards, but it's whose name is. The fact that it's given us the option to do it, I think, means we have all the words. I think we have all the words. It's haunted by one of these gods whose name is... But yeah, it has to be shadowy figure. Whose name is... Now, it's either collective name gods, is Fae, or is one of the singular gods, as in god of battlesmithing, god of horseshoes, whatever, hag god, or Morrigan, which I can't remember your deal. But the implication is we definitely saw them in the maze. Bridget has been brought up a number of times. I mean, I guess it could be the washerwoman type thing. They want to forge, study, return to, battle, escape, lose, invade. Got as escape. The underworld through the portal. No. I'm sure I've done shadowy figure with all the possible names. I think it's this bit we're getting wrong, but that's the bit that makes the most sense to me. This haunting is related to them trying to bust the fuck out. They're not returning to somewhere. Okay, we'll try invade. Well, they're not invading the underworld. Or otherworld. So what could it be? They could be invading place of power through the portal. That doesn't seem right. Okay, let's try the individual named ones. No, not right. Bridget is invading. Nope. Hag God. Doesn't make sense. Morrigan. Doesn't seem right. Morrigan's crows. Invading through. No. Shadowy figure is Faye. Looking to invade. I normally, when these things pop up, if we escape out, so all of these things, when it's given us the think piece one, it's because we've got all these nodes. Like, it's never given us the think piece one before we've got all the appropriate nodes. So I'm fairly sure we've got it all. So all the nodes and such. The basement. Ping, 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 ping. Ah, we have the symbolic code thing there. What do the symbols mean? Search the laundry, search the women's dormitory. What do the symbols mean? Okay, so we have a thing here. Men's dormitory box. Which we opened already. Symbolic code. We have 5 out of the 6 symbols. But yeah, as you can see, we've got all those nodes, but we haven't got a make a hypothesis thing. So it's clearly we're still missing some. And it's because we need to investigate basement, search the laundry. We have searched the laundry. Search the women's dorm. Okay, so there's something else in the laundry then. Which we've missed. Okay, I guess all we can do is just rinse the laundry appropriately. And what do the symbols mean? Yeah, that really is bugging me. We got manager's key quarters. Yeah, we did that from the wine cellar. Search wine cellar. Sleeping quarters. Women's dormitory. Men's. Manager's research on Miss Dean. Living quarters. All the burnt symbols. Discover the connection between these symbols. The attempt to perform magic. Okay, if they are the attempt to perform magic, admittedly they were all in the men's dorm and such, so it's not the cook trying to cast spells. Chemical bench. We did search that though. That's why it's there. So that can't be it. All right. Well. Back down to the basement. What's the easiest way to the laundry? That'd be from outside, probably. Like I said, I'm trying to remember like which people we've eradicated from the seance thus far. So we need to whittle down the numbers to everyone that was having the dream, as far as I can remember. So we need to get rid of the ones that haven't had the dream. Okay, is there something else in the laundry? I guess we just prod everything. If it ain't nailed down, we'll prod it. Okay, so buckets, contraptions for drying clothes, more machines. Right, we're just going to waste all the time doing this. Sinks for washing clothes. I think you start playing this in a couple of weeks when you're done with dispatch. Do you think? I don't think this is an Obsidian Vault one. This is not blueprints, because it does have all the notes compiling for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. But the question is, have you used Obsidian in a bunch of other bits and pieces since getting it specifically for blueprints? Iron is warm to the touch. So somebody's been in here recently. Those towels in particular. No, these towels in particular. Stack of towels. I've already got the crib. You can use the symbol. No. Footstool. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Just got to check every single stack of towels. Anything in the baskets, aside from new laundry. Nothing noteworthy. Nothing noteworthy. But maybe soon organising info about DaVinci Resolve, GIMP, and Godot. Okay. Fully going with all the open source. Well, I guess DaVinci Resolve isn't open source. It's just free to access, and that isn't it. So what are you using to put together your videos normally? Freshly washed sheets. Yeah, like we've searched everything in here. Like nothing is relevant. Stack of towels. More towels. And yeah, more towels. Yeah, so that is... There's nothing with a timer left on it. No, this is going to take a minute to do. Okay, no, there is. More stacks of towels. More stacks of towels. More towels. We already looked at the food orders. Yeah, that 100% there is nothing else left in here. We already looked at chemicals. So yeah. We have fully examined the laundry. The only thing would be busting out of this door, but we don't want to do that because there's somebody on the other side. Power Director, but their yearly license bullcrap was not good, so you sprung for full DaVinci Resolve license. I've been using that for a few months now. Okay. Like, I keep meaning to mess around with Resolve, but like I'm too heavily ingrained in the Adobe ecosystem, I guess. It's a sunk cost fallacy. Really is a lot of cost fallacy at this point, I realise, but still. It's that whole thing of like, it just take a lot of time and effort to transfer lots of templates and everything else I've used for years now from, you know, Premiere and After Effects and Photoshop and everything else. Maybe some of the statues? No. Can I go past these boxes? Maybe later. Yeah, like... Bit of a steep learning curve, but doable. I know for sure, like, Resolve is supposed to be really, really good for color grading, because that's kind of what they originally the software was meant for. It was kind of designed around color grading and such, and then the editing suite to it kind of is almost the afterthought. Yeah. So I don't know what it wants us to search more down here for. Investigate basement, search the laundry, search for women's dormitory. I think the laundry, it's got to be just the baby's crib more than anything else. That's supposed to be like the main clue. So what if we go corner the cook? We go chat with the cook and mention baby Murphy. Maybe we'll get some kind of trigger. Ladies, what can we get from you? There was something about Bridget, wasn't there?
Hello, sir.
Let's do the ball. No. Shadowy figure, hauntings. No. There you go. Goddess. Dear Saint Bridget, sir, may she bless us. You know that I think she's always been there for me. Never feel more at peace than when I feel her near. Okay, that did not help. Sure, let's ask all the stuff about this ticket. With all the mix-ups, we had to start numbering the bays. Okay. Anything else? The catacombs, badly written note. Apparently addressed to Father Sinnott. Okay, so this was specifically from Murphy here, wasn't it? I can't make head nor tail of it. Is that a note from... It's her handwriting, isn't it? Oh, goodness, sir, I haven't a clue what it says. The scrawl is too messy, far too messy, yes. Did you spike all the drinks? Can't imagine you host many parties like the mass ball here. How Marquis allowed it, I'm sure I don't know. I'll speak no more of it, sir. Please, shameful behaviour.
I'll be off.
God bless.
All right. So, baby Murphy.
Sir?
No, we can't bring up the baby's crib. Okay, right. Have you been ironing recently? Burnt your hands. No, okay. Letter to the manager. Hauntings, Mary Blake. Hotel finances, ball. Locker key. No, none of these are really relevant. Yeah. Alright. Well, we can't bring up baby Murphy.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Who or what? Right, let's have a look. Miss Montevanti is definitely going to be going there, so we don't really need to worry about her. Hunter, we've got to wait for him to get out of the... He has quite large boots, so we can eliminate him because we know they wear medium shoes. We haven't got your shoe size. No, you are medium. Is Catholic. Well, is Christian specifically. Found letters in his room from Porter's room. Believe Miss Dean was getting in the way of his mission. So they know the grounds, have maps, which they do. They're badly drawn maps, but still. Shoes are medium size. She is Christian. Has never met Miss Dean before she arrived. Has no previous manor history with Miss Dean. Under fake credentials, she killed her husband. So, Miss Murphy, we don't know her shoe size. Doyle has medium shoes. Has been drawing the grounds. Has art supplies. Connected to Gnostic faith. But, according to the priest, was part of his flock. Maybe no longer believes, but, you know, maybe connected with angels and such. We did go in his room. Did we get his shoe size? I guess we didn't, but we've knocked him off the list anyway. Kid, we're still not going to be able to get anything until we get into his, well, into the private suites. 7 of 9, 2 of 8, 7 of 9, 6 of 9, 8 of 10, 9 of 10, 7 of 8, 6 of 10, 10 of 10 facts, 5 of 8, 5 of 7, 4 of 8, 10 of 11. Got all the details we can on her. Know very little about her. Got most. Yeah. Oh, doing this, I don't know whether it will actually. I don't know whether it will actually. Actually, to say pieces of evidence, 20 of 21. We are missing one piece. No, we are 100% missing a piece. No, but that doesn't matter. We were able to solve the trial with only 12 or 14. So that's irrelevant. Miss Dean's attendance, 19 or 23, and we're still able to solve that as well. Or maybe not. Have we got to think? Yeah, no, we got a conclusion from that. Yeah, I was going to say. So yeah, pieces of evidence. There is still one piece of evidence we haven't got. What it could be, I don't know. Because the only other thing is speaking to. Okay, let's have a look at all the eyeball pips on everything. Shadowy figure, we'd have to speak to you. A bunch of other people that we haven't are locked out for some reason. Crows, the gods. Yeah, if we can speak to our Undertaker, we might get some more out of him. Maybe that's going to be our last piece. Portal is actually highlighted as something for the kid. And the Fae. Any books? Might be better to ask around instead. Yeah, okay, I think Dupree is in the hedge maze scrying. Well, he was. We kind of disturbed him, so Maybe he's gone back to it. Maybe we can chat to him. It's 20 to 7, so we are running into mental brick wall, certainly. I've got to figure out some new leads. I need to start putting some pressure on these fools, don't I? And we've got to somehow get into the private residence. Right, have they gone back to their scrying? Alright, let's chat with you.
Hello again.
Let's get some missing pieces here. Let's do all the stuff with the gods and shadowy figures, shall we? Yeah, let's do all the god stuff. I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Brit was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug, so they canonized her. St. Bridget of Kildare. She became a lot of the same domains: husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her cross hung along the walls of the manor. My own lower maman, Brigitte, is said to have been part of the old goddesses that fled the church and was changed in the journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of one goddess, all distinct yet so similar, all back together under one roof, so to speak. Well, we got a ping of information anyway. Let's do shadowy figure again, I guess. I've heard of a great many things, and many cultural claims to have had giant walk their lands in the times past, but no, I've not seen or heard it. At least nothing that makes me believe. But other things that is possible, perhaps not a ghost, but an angelic visitation or other godly figure maybe. This land's old gods, the Tuath Di Danan, would have been described as larger than man, for example, and the mythology here references many giants in that vein. Well, you brought them up, so let's talk about them. The old gods of Ireland, not defeated by mankind, but tricked by them. I always wondered if they lurk about plotting their revenge. If you're keen, I believe the library stocks a few books on the matter. Let's get your take on the old hag. Not a lot. Scary, isn't it, Mr. Ward, to think that there are things out there older than the gods. What about Morrigan? Triple Sister goddess associated with war and fate. Some say she is being nigh, the woman who appears before the tragedy to wash the clothes of the soon-to-be dead. It's funny you mention her. One of her triad is named Babd, which is also a Gaelic word for crow. Maybe that's going to be Pip. Give us a name. Which is funny, given how many of the damn birds are here at the moment. It's a murder, maybe, many times over. No, we didn't get ping. Alright. You, also we're close to time. He's the smithing god, yes, but I recall much about him. Perhaps one of Callahan's or Mr. O'Finn can be more help. Well, he's currently missing, so let's go with the Fae? Actually, do the notes on bloodlines. Heard recently that Miss Dean descends from powerful bloodline emulations. Good for her. I've been told she is a talented practitioner. I'm not sure that her bloodline plays any part in that. But it sounds impressive. Hopefully not so impressive that some lunatic comes looking for her blood. What else do we have? What do you know of them? Have you heard of the legions? The Irish, or what your ancestors were called. They were said to come from the Iberian Peninsula, itself populated thousands of years ago by when Homo sapiens left Africa. See, Mr. Ward, we're practically cousins. Let's go with the Fae as well. Well, actually, no, he brought up the washerwoman. Let's do that. Not I, but I believe there is a creature here, variant on the more well-known Banshee. Instead of keening or singing to form more death, creature washes the clothes of the doomed soul. Alright, let's grab the Fae. And I think Fiona talks about the Banshee as well, doesn't she? You know, every culture has a name for things that live on the edge of our understanding. Japanese call them yokai, Persians the peri, Russians they call theirs leshi, and so on. Each one is shaped by their climates and the reports influenced by their human cultures. But I think perhaps they are all the same thing. Whatever that ultimately is. Alright. Our last minute.
Mr. Ward.
Let's do Banshees, right? Declan. Right. Did you have Banshee? Have we done that before? I guess we might have or might not. In drawer? Okay, that was probably it. Let's get the old hag from you then. Sat on her chair at the spring equinox to welcome the days, and then again on autumn one to bid them farewell. I've crawled through her house in Sleeve Gullen and caught a glimpse of the other world. Return, she sometimes visits me in my sleep. Alright, well, that's 3 o'clock.
I'll let you.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a...
Right. Any appointments? Yes, her nephew was doing a talk. Yes, okay. There's that. But also, they should have cleared out the basement now, shouldn't they? So it gives me access to a couple more rooms. Also, it's getting darker. Does that mean we can go to the place of power? Which was along here. It was in the dark. Well, it was specifically in the night, but... no. Yeah, no such luck. Right. Alright. Oh, I made the wrong turn again. God damn it. No, that's a dead end. Miss Montavani, you're back here. Is there anything I want to talk to her about? No. Actually, where's the exit? This way? No. Footprints this way. There you go, there's the gate. Alright. Back into the basement then, I guess. And we'll have a quick poke through the rooms we didn't see. And I guess we'll figure out what we do next time. And next time actually might be Friday. I might even squeeze in some more tomorrow. Because it might be handy to, like, get this wrapped up. before Crimble as well. In which case, we'll have a fresh slate come the new year. Right, so... that is stuff I can interact with. The larder. Can't hear anything, doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. It's locked. Hasn't been opened in a while. I expect there's nothing I need from here. You give me a door, I'm going to want to go in it. That's the back end to the... Oh no, boiler room. Can't hear anything, doesn't sound like anyone on the other side. And it's locked as well. Okay, right. None of these doors are going to be accessible, are they? Kitchen. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. Can I go in? I can. Okay. Do we find a small child running around? Pots. Cleaning items. Bottles. It's in the stove. Cooking equipment. We get into the larder this way. It's locked. Hasn't been opened in a while. Okay. Nothing of note. More cleaning bits and pieces. Pots and pans. Tub of salt, probably. Coffee mill. Cook's office door, it's stuck. More than that, something sticky keeping it that way. It smells like treacle. Ah, this is why we have cleaning items, to clean the door. A bunch of books and the desk specifically. Dumbwaiter? Dumbwaiter, okay. Baking soda. Nothing catches my eye. Okay. More turnips. Alright, do we use the cleaning products? Cleaning supplies. Given that in some time, I wonder if the staff have finished moving those boxes in the basement yet. Yes? It was all clear. Okay, also I guess I can't specifically get something to scrub this. Bucket. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Will you let me fill it up with water? That's classed as evidence. Hang on a second. Why is the bucket evidence? Bucket. Tin bucket probably used for cleaning. Am I supposed to put it in the... Okay. I think the bucket's going to be used to clean the handle, right? Maybe the sink's in the laundry? Okay, no. Why have I got a bucket now, and why do I need to clean something? Well, I do need to clean something, but, how do I? Rack of chemicals? Yeah, cleaning agents. That's what I'm trying to do. I have a bucket, and I need to clean treacle off a handle. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to figure this out, and it is 5 to 7. So... I guess this will be our impasse for the day. We're not getting into the larder. That's all locked up, which intrigues me. I use those cleaning products? Nope. I can't fill this bucket up with water. I can't scrub this. It's stuck. Smells like treacle. What's the best way of getting rid of treacle, actually? Here we go. Extensive guide to household management. Contains details on cooking, childcare, and cleaning. Bucket. Water is to the quantity in 1 bucket. Ethanol. 1 dash ethanol. And chlorine powder. 2 scoops of powder chlorine. 1 piece of soap broken. This is for the lye. And seems to be everything. A few substances could survive all those chemicals, I'm sure. Now together those pieces and find somewhere to mix the concoction. But there's another solution there. Here you go. Okay. So this is for the laundry. Cook's office, cleaning solution, book on housekeeping. Okay, good. Can I get the... No, okay, we're not collecting it from there. Right, it's got to be the chemicals, right? Has to be the chemicals. There's probably soap in here, you'd think. Ah, there was a mix there, right? Use! Let's put, use these here. Have I got an option of using these things? So I've already used... Oh, no. Ah, there we go. Aha, ha, 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 ha. Right. Bucket water. Need to mix correct ingredients. Add water. Lye. 2 scoops chlorine. Vinegar. Laundry powder. There you go. Ethanol. That's going to be... Oh, ethanol. That's all that the recipe called for. Let's take this with me. Let's move on. Right. Let's get in here. We can achieve something today. Here we go. Right. Let's break into the cook's office. Get rid of those sticky fingers. Use solution. Right, what's in the desk? Nothing interesting. Alright, well, what's in the bookcase? Nothing interesting. Books, various recipes, housekeeping books. Hold up! What's this? Various recipes. Oh no, something's hidden. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the strange book. There we go. Book of Incantations. There's a note written inside. Your possibilities are only limited by your vision. And to get you started. Was Miss Dean trying to teach Miss Murphy some magic? We know that. What's this? There's a section that lists techniques for seeing people through magic. I can't do this without you. Has been scrawled. Who was Miss Murphy so desperate to see? Her son. Right. Yes, the bucket is mine now. Also, there we go. There's some keys. Could be keys for the women's dorm. Okay, there you go. Right, but that is officially 7 o'clock. So, aside from... leads up to the dining room. Aside from maybe breaking into the women's dorm I think we'll do that next time. Or will I forget? I'll probably forget, won't I? We'll do that now. The women's dormitory was... boiler room? No. Is dormitory this way? Women's dorm. So, listen. Can't hear anything. Yeah, I was going to say. Everyone should be working. Right, we need to get shoe sizes. The women's dormitory is a lot nicer than the men's. More soap. Right. A letter. Cousin, thank you for sending those newspaper articles. You have no idea how useful they've proven to be. Aha. Ha 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 ha. This is what we needed. Okay. Photograph. Caitlin's husband. On the back it says Colm Joyce. Okay. Despite his passing a few years ago, she still keeps his photo beside her. I guess she's in mourning. Torn page remains. The torn page, various notes on it. I know Miss Dean didn't leave, but where did she go? Something needs to be done to make sure she's okay. Also, why can't I remember? I have to protect that poor lass. Written on it too. Spiral sigil. Leave me alone. Written beside it. Alright, so it seems Caitlin Joyce is having some bad dreams as well. Rings. Pouch of old wedding rings. Each is engraved with a little number, perhaps a milestone and anniversaries. Death certificate. A late husband, yes. Alright. We can do this. Right. Let's find our appropriate note. Here we go. Right, so. Cross, triangle, cross. Unknown. Something. Circles. Cross. Cross, triangle, cross. Circles, cross. Because it is only 5. Okay. No, because we're punching, aren't we? But what's inside? So. We've got 2 different cross types. Okay. Let's exit out. Let me double check. Let's have a look at these properly. Examine. Okay, so that's one of those squiggly ones. That's pointy. So pointy cross, triangle. And then regular cross. Pointy, triangle, cross, something unknown. So that's missing on every single one of these, isn't it? Maybe. Is it a 5 or 6 digit number? Okay, we will presume... Okay, let's try this. Okay, so... Pointy, triangle, regular, circle. It didn't go click. Okay. Right. Pointy, triangle. That. And then something missing. I'm going to go U. Ka-chick. Okay. Oh no, it was in red, wasn't it? So it is a 6-digit number. Okay. Right. No. Okay. It is 6 digits. No. Okay. We'll do this by process of elimination. No. We did the double tap, didn't we? Nope. Am I really screwing this up? Hang a second. We need these side by side, don't we? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there is. It's maybe something circles. That's where I'm going wrong. Something circle, isn't it? Yes. Okay. That's where we're getting it wrong. Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah. Let me try this. So. You. No. Okay. No. Okay. Double tap. No. That. There we go. Purse has ED monogrammed on it. It's been quite significant amount of money in there. What other secrets does this trunk hold? Okay, well, they know about me.
A newspaper from back home. What is this doing all the way over here? It's dated the 5th of March, 1897. That's around the time of...
the fire.
I recognize that building. That fire. Once the fire took, it spread rapidly.
Oh, I guess
fire teams were deployed swiftly, but they could do little to fight back the flames. The fire was eventually stopped by the reliable...
I guess let's do the start of it.
Is reporting on the Sheriff Street fire. My last job as station officer. The tenements were overcrowded and under-maintained. The landlord, one Rupert Dean, was living in London and willfully ignorant of their status. Once the fire took, it spread rapidly. Fire teams were deployed swiftly, but they could do little to fight back the flames. The fire was eventually stopped by the reliable Irish rain, but not before 23 lives were lost, including 2 firemen. Officer Ward, whose brother Eamon was one of the lost men, retired soon thereafter and turned his attentions to investigating living spaces for safety conditions. He challenged many proprietors in the courts to improve conditions, including Rupert Dean, the owner of the initial tenement in which Eamon Ward died.
After paragraph.
A number of investigations on this front, he has gained a reputation as a working man's champion. That's me.
Duh.
Why does Mrs. Joyce have this?
She's the one that sent the picture before her memory was wiped.
Someone here was looking into me. But why? The missing money. Did someone on the staff hire me to find Miss Dean?
Well, that'd be myself, Mr. Ward.
Mrs. Joyce?
I was starting to worry you wouldn't figure it out, Detective. Now come out of there, would you?
You're the one who hired me.
I'm glad my faith in you wasn't misplaced, sir. This wretched séance was bound to get someone hurt sooner or later. Without the means to look into what happened to the girl myself, there's not much I can do. But it's not right, sir, for no one to do anything at all. I can't do much myself, you know, but I can get the staff to help you. They're a bit strange in their own ways, but none of them would do a thing like this. Come with me, sir. We'll talk to them.
Maybe I shouldn't have done this bit. We might be locked in now.
I knew he would find out. He's not just anybody, you know. They write about him in the papers.
Might have told us earlier you'd have someone poking around here.
Well, it's done now. And it's better that we have someone to look for the Dean girl. It's always been eerie around here. I don't like the idea of someone lost about the place.
Quite right. Which is why I have us Mr. Ward here. Someone at this event must be responsible for whatever's happened to Miss Dean. So we'd all best be helpful to him.
Great. Can you get me into the private residence then, please? I have to witness... I have to speak to a witness, namely a small child that was looking out the window when she went missing.
At the ball last night, another guest was taken. I gave chase through some catacombs, but I lost him in the hedge maze. Mr. O'Finn's kidnapper is likely the same person responsible for Miss Dean's disappearance. They must have a good knowledge of the house and its grounds. So who else other than yourselves would know the grounds that well?
There can't be many. Only the Marquess and the young master know the place. But the master likes to keep to himself.
We haven't seen him for a long time.
He doesn't leave his room. Not after the accident.
Are they all literally talking at once at the same time? Or are we just getting the same response from them?
And there is nobody else.
Are they... No, they're not aware that they're all speaking as one on this subject.
I see.
Fact of the matter is, sir, and I won't say anything much about it, as I don't want to speak ill of the Marquess or the Master. But you ought to go and take a look around the private residence, considering...
Yay!
It'd be where I'd start. You won't be able to get in without the proper key, though. And the Marquess has the only copy. He intends to hand it to me before the silent dinner so I can bring the young master his meal. Once I've done that, I'll pass it to you. Go to the silent dinner at 8 p.m. That's where I'll get it to you. You'll need to act fast to be done by the séance at 9.
Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I will.
All right. Somebody has an idea. Well, I highly doubted he would be the one that has any ideas, but oh well. We have a hypothesis about Seamus. We also need to confront Hunter over there. Actually, we're in an ideal spot to come back to this next time. All right then. Well, with that, we shall throw a save in. And call it quits for the day.